So, Mom, how do you feel about this reaction about the overturn?
Overturn of Roe versus Wade?
Yeah, the Roe versus Wade.
Apparently our government has a real short fucking memory. Because Roe versus Wade was meant to save lives, because before that, it was just like black market daggone plastic surgery. Females were dying, killing themselves, getting butchered by other people trying to have an abortion of kids that they didn't want. Like I said, government's got a daggone poor ass memory. We're about to go right back to that.
I mean, we're going back to when girls went to the alley and get butchered.
Yeah, back alley butchers were sitting up there making their bones, making their money and shit off women who had unwanted pregnancies. Now, we're not talking about I got drunk one night and there was no plan B at the time. No. We're talking about, for those people, there's still plan B. Go for it if that's what you want to do. But when you're talking about I got raped or molested and now I got to carry this child that's a constant reminder of my attacker, or you're in a family where if it's found out that you're pregnant, you're looking at having that baby on the streets with no money or nothing. See, that's what Roe versus Wade was supposed to have been about. It was supposed to have been about stopping women from killing themselves to not have babies that they don't want.
The dragon lady.
I'm a Christian. I don't believe in murdering life. I don't. Even with that being said, I hate to say it, but I love you, baby, but there was a point in time where abortion was a consideration.
After the divorce.
And honestly, part of the reason of why you were even here today is because I was in an abortion clinic and they did an ultrasound and there you were sitting like this.
A good deal.
And I couldn't do it. But that was my choice. I found a backup plan. I had other resources, and that's why you're here today. That's why we're standing here talking today.
It took him
That's right.
a long time.
However,
to
not everybody has that.
Of the divorce agreement.
Yeah, I mean, this is just downright distrustful. It's distasteful.
He felt like he brought this woman to the United States, has given her this big opportunity in his mind. And
it's like trading
and Baldeo isn't the only
the life of the unborn for the life of the living person.
My life has changed.
And I'm not saying that, and there's like this whole debate as to when life begins.
She didn't like that at all. That festered.
But
things come to a boil when Baldeo refuses
at the same time,
alimony. And Prita files
to me, that's not really, the point is not when life begins, it's the fact that you have a life right here that needs to be saved.
Exactly.
Goes shopping.
And
Baldeo purchased 2
there's a life that is without question right here. That woman's life right there is what what Roe versus Wade was trying to save.
And they bought a wig. And
now,
that you can put on your face.
Of course, that law,
age and look really old.
Like every other law, has been used and abused in every way, shape, or form possible. And if we were to basically reverse every law that's ever been corrupted, this would be one lawless country.
That woman's got to die.
And
she's a parasite in my life. We're gonna kill her.
I don't know what else to say.
And I can't believe we're going backwards with it. Like, why? Why are we going backwards?
So basically, each state can decide what they want to do.
And this state is...
So you know that there will be some states that will still uphold the Roe versus Wade and will still allow abortions, and there will be some states that won't.
Yes.
I can guarantee you the states that won't will see a mass exodus of women who are going to go to states where they have the freedom to do what to choose as they please.
Maybe 3 to 4 feet.
That is true.
When she first shot her.
But back alley is not an option.
As Peter turned around,
Yeah.
Raminda continued.
It's never. That's... Oh, no. That's...
It's just ridiculous.
2 times in the back.
Oh.
But then too, think about it. Our country hasn't really treated women quite that daggone great any daggone way. I mean, it was in like the daggone...
eliminates her competition.
It was like the 1920s before we were able to vote. It was like...
Yeah.
You know how my great-grandmama got the property down the street? Was because, now keep in mind, this was in the 40s, right?
Yes.
Women still couldn't own property by themselves. Okay? So, my great-grandparents bought the property because this woman by herself could not own this daggone property by herself. We're still not listened to by our doctors on anything. Okay. We get paid less on every job.
What the hell?
We are pretty much treated, and then here's what's so bad, right? Now, let's examine pay for just 1 second. It was one thing when the man was the provider of the house, but
Yes.
now fathers are absent at an alarming rate. So now we know that the women are now the breadwinners of those households. Why aren't we making that exception for at least the daggone single parents who have to sit up there and hold their own? But no. Okay. Now,
I mean, this guy has a PhD.
we're going to really tell women that they don't matter. Their decisions don't matter.
Both are
Or nothing
convicted
like
of first-degree murder.
Seriously.
Taneja receives a life sentence. Raminda Carr is also sentenced to life behind bars. Eligible for parole in 2032.
It's just proof that
Aged
when it comes
81.
down to it,
Raminda looked and acted like a sweet
here's what
grandmother.
gets me.
People trusted
Yes.
her. Boy,
I would like to know.
For Raminda, wisdom did not come.
Here's
with
one
age.
section I'd like to hear from the LGBTQ community.
What that be?
I would like to know how they feel about this whole Roe versus Wade thing.
Oh, I need to know that from them too.
Because this is all really, to me, falls under that whole, sexual freedom,
Yeah.
having control of our own bodies and
things
things of that nature. Maybe that's just me.
Morton killed her husband to protect her reputation.
Exactly.
Alicia Allen destroyed the one man who tried to help her. And Raminda Carr dead her lover's ex to save a few bucks. All 3 women stole lives when love turns to hate.
So,
For some women, one man around the house just isn't enough.
yeah.
A desire
I can't believe it's been down through the years, and women can't have none.
An unfaithful wife protects her reputation.
It's just the one thing that I'm worried about with that.
Nobody likes an adulteress, but everyone feels bad for it.
I guess they figure they got enough daggone backup plans for women now. With Plan B, just keep women from just supposed to be a deterrent from this thing. Then you have baby
women. Breaking wedding vows comes easy.
Baby boxes.
Their marriages are.
Oh, yeah.
These boxes where you can like drop off a baby and ring a bell that somebody should come and get that
The San
child
Fernando
before,
Valley,
you know, give you a chance to duck off or whatever.
1990.
Only thing I can say is if they're doing Roe versus Wade,
20-year-old Jennifer Fisher knows
there
what
better
she
be
wants
some
from
daggone
life.
baby drop-off boxes everywhere.
Exactly.
Because if you are being forced now to have a child that you don't want,
What?
Just waiting for the right man.
you better be perfectly
When along comes
perfectly ready,
24-year-old
willing,
police
and
officer
able
Joel Shanbrum.
to take care of kids in the foster care system, which they can't right now. Right now, they can't.
Known as a gentle giant,
You should be able to take care of every child that's in
hardworking.
that's in foster care. Right now, you can't. You should be able to take care of every child in an adoption agency. Right now, they can't. Keep in mind, we're already dealing with a daggone formula shortage, and now we got a bunch of daggone kids. Now we're gonna end up with a bunch of daggone babies with mothers that don't want them, and they can't eat. So you can't actually ask the mama to feed them. She didn't want the baby to begin with.
Marriage and
So now what are we gonna
soon
do?
follow.
Yeah.
This was something that was done without any daggone forethought.
But soon she wants more.
It was done with no forethought. Why would you? And this is why I say absolutely no forethought. You have a problem with supplying medical facilities. We have a problem with supplying daggone food for daggone kids. And you gonna sit up there and make it to where we're gonna have a daggone influx of kids we can't afford to feed or give medical care to. What the hell is this daggone country coming to?
They really couldn't afford it.
Bullshit.
But Joel did it because he wanted to make Jennifer.
Unbelievable. Unfucking believable.
Joel works hard to please his wife.
And anybody who has any daggone sense of the fact that your vote means something, don't just do. This is why our involvement in every person's involvement in the government should not end at the voting booth. You should know your state and local representation. You should know your mayors, your daggone city county council members, your daggone homeowners associations and stuff too, because these are the people that have an effect on your everyday fucking life. You so worried about who's running the White House, but you're not worried about who's running the government center right down the street from you. These are the people that decide how much your daggone property taxes are going to be. These are the people who decide every damn thing. And right now, especially when you have the federal government that has dropped this daggone ball, you better be on your daggone state's government and let them know. You're going to have a mass exodus of females, which means the males will follow because daggone dicks don't suck themselves. So you
Exactly.
you're going to end up with a mass exodus from your daggone state if you decide that you're going to follow along with the federal government on this one.
And criticize him.
Let them know.
Jennifer needs to get
Let them know up top.
And then while you sitting up there running a campaign, how you gonna have a campaign when you ain't got nobody voting? Because everybody gonna leave your ass.
Exactly.
She sees a future in sales.
I'm no big into politics, but something has got to be done right.
They could make lots more money.
I mean, don't get me wrong.
You know what? I'm not as even involved in politics as I used to be, but
very confident, gave an
goes to show how much I was involved with it.
Guy in the room.
All you gotta do.
One of the last daggone community gatherings that we had before COVID killed all that shit.
First customers
Yeah.
with a $1 million life insurance policy.
Our state representative Robin Shackelford actually saw me in the crowd and was like, "Yes, I know you. You're on my Facebook. You're on my
Yes.
Exactly what he needed.
You're on my Facebook. I've seen emails from you. Yeah, I know you. And yes,
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know you too.
Matt Fletcher could sell ice cubes to Eskimos.
So, but yeah, that's
Job
just.
isn't the only thing Jennifer wants
ridiculous.
from this partnership.
But yeah,
Jennifer
you
saw
don't.
Matthew as a man
The power
who
is not in your
control.
vote.
So,
I'm sorry. It doesn't matter who's in
A man who
office.
is a success.
Whoever the hell
And
gets
that's
in
what
that
she
office
originally
has to
was
serve
told.
you. They cannot serve. They have to serve you and represent you, no matter what your political affiliations and beliefs are. They are there to serve you. But how can
Exactly.
they serve you if you are leaving yourself out of the equation?
together.
Exactly.
And that's how we end up with the overturn of Roe versus Wade. So many people were just, I mean, including myself, thought this is never going to change. They're never going to overturn that. It's nothing to worry about. And as soon as you think that you have nothing to worry about, that is when they will come and attack your ass. Nobody.
Get an incredible value on unlimited internet.
No one sees a surprise attack coming.
Today.
It's a surprise.
I never saw it coming either.
All new Wanna Get Away Plus fare.
But wow, that just throws me off.
Want to give your flight credit to your mom so she can visit?
Go for it.
Want to turn your trips into rewards flights faster?
Be our guest.
Want to plus up your trip? Now you can.